The best way to improve your trading performance is through increasing the size of your winning trades and lowering the size of your losing trades, which means improving your reward to risk ratio. But doing this so far has been very tedious, and it's not easy, and it takes a lot of time. Typically, traders go through back tests, or they even try a new approach on demo, which can take weeks in some cases. In Edgewonk, we know about this problem, and that's why we built the alternative strategy feature. You find the alternative strategy feature in the strategy lab here, and we have just improved and released a new update on this feature. So what you can do here is, for each strategy idea, each change that you have and that you want to test, you create a new alternative strategy. You just select the setup that you want to test this on, and Edgewonk will automatically pull in all of your trades that are assigned with this setup. Of course, you can also select multiple setups here. What you then do is you name your alternative strategy. Ideally, it's the name that reflects the change and the thing that you want to test. And you can write down a few things here, so when you come back later, you know exactly what you have tested here. So in this case, we want to test a 3R target with the same stop loss, whereas currently the strategy follows a 2R target. So we want to improve our target placements and use wider targets and see how this would have performed. And then here in the first column, which is called profit, this is the actual profit for each trade that you've entered in your Edgewonk trading journal with that setup that you've selected. And this column is empty when you start a new alternative strategy. You can easily pull up each trade here and see which trade belongs to which row. And then you just simply write down how much money you would have made or lost by following the alternative approach. You can also do that in R multiple, which in some cases is going to be much easier. If you enter the R multiple, Edgewonk will automatically calculate your profit as well. So that's typically easier for traders who do use the R multiple. And then you just go through the list. You can see trade by trade if this is an improvement or the trade would have made less money. When you scroll down a little bit, you can see here your equity graph. The solid line is your actual equity graph with all of the trades that you have actually taken in your trading journal. And the dotted line is the alternative approach. So this shows you how much money you could have made or maybe lost by following your new approach. When we go back to the overview, for each alternative strategy, you also see some performance metrics that you can compare. So you can see, is the win rate improving? Is the win rate falling compared to your actual approach? Here's the return in your account currency. You can compare the R multiple with your actual approach and then the tested approach that you're following, and also the P&L per trade. The beauty of this is that you can easily do multiple alternative strategies in an afternoon, and you can immediately see if this would have been an improvement by looking at your actual trades. A backtest often distorts this because backtests often have a very positive bias where you see the profitable trades easier and you often skip over the losing trades. But the alternative approach gives you a very accurate picture of what would have been a better approach for your trades. So this is a huge time saver, and this is one of the most important features that you can use in Edgewonk when it comes to improving your trading performance. You can of course test different target approaches, you can test different stop loss approaches, you can test whatever you want in your alternative strategy and then easily find out if it would have been an improvement or if it doesn't make sense to implement the change. So give this a try. Under the strategy lab, go to your alternative strategies and then start creating some. Let us know how you feel about this feature and what findings you make in your trading.